The New York Yankees just continue to find ways to win these league series. That's not the news of the day, as the Yankees are going to have to go a long period of time without Clarke Schmidt. What's going on, guys? It's the King of 161st Street. I'm back with another video, and I'm going to start right there. Clarke Schmidt, it was announced earlier today, he is out with a right lat strain. The Yankees say 4 to 6 weeks without throwing a baseball. What that means is that this will most likely be a 3-month injury, because he's going to need rehab starts. He's going to need to ramp things up, basically in the same way that Gerrit Cole has to right now. This is not going to be a quick process. Yes, he's on the 10-day IL. That's just lip service. That's just a formality. He will be out for months. Now, you could look at this and say, well, we did say these things will work itself out. Gerrit Cole now has a spot in the rotation. With this rotation doing so well, you didn't really want to take anyone out. It was just done for us. So you could look at it that way, but what are the Yankees going to do for the next 4 weeks that we still will not have Gerrit Cole? They bring up Cody Morris, a minor league player coming up to the majors. Looks like he has pretty good numbers in the minor league. With the way this rotation was pitching, he was one of the 4 pitchers out of our 5 that have a below 3 ERA. A lot of teams in the major leagues do not have one guy below 3, because 3 is supposed to be that magic number of really good stuff. Anything below that is elite, and the Yankees had 4 or 5. Now we lose one of those guys. The bullpen is going to get more taxed. That's going to be a big thing. Does this create a trade opening? Who knows? But this is a devastating injury for a guy that was just starting to get back into a lot of Yankees fans' good graces, including mine. I was someone who was saying he belongs in the bullpen. He shouldn't be starting for this team. And he was starting to gain favor over with me. It sucks to see that after even a good start that he had, it's all going to come crashing down. And now we may not see him till probably July. It really sucks. Get well soon, Clarke Schmidt. But we did have some baseball over the past few days. Let's go over what happened in these games. Game 1, we had Nestor Cortes going on the mound. This was not a very offensive series for the New York Yankees. Juan Soto got the party started in game 1 with a bomb, going over 400 feet into right field. Vibes are going good in that moment. Nestor Cortes did not come out of the gates hot. He gives up a 2-run homer right after it. Bada boom, bada bam, we're down 1. Juan Soto then drives in a run in the 5th, tying the score. Austin Wells, after hitting a bunch of hard hit shots, was able to finally square one up. This one was actually like almost hitting the dirt. It was very close to being Vladimir Guerrero levels of getting to that baseball. He gets to it, hits it into the right center field gap, gives us a 3-2 lead. We're looking at this and saying, hey man, this is DJ LeMahieu's debut. We're winning this game. We're going to be riding home pretty. And speaking of DJ LeMahieu had himself a game in this one. He looked very good. He didn't have all the best results that you would want, but his first at bat coming up, lines a shot to right field. It really looked like he was healthy. And that's what I wanted out of this series, which is why I say he had a hell of a series, because a healthy DJ LeMahieu will eventually start to get the ball into right field, will eventually start to get these things to go his way. We just need health out of DJ LeMahieu, and that's what he is showing so far in these first 3 games. Anthony Volpe continued his hit streak, this one making it 19 in a row, and the next day he starts off this game with a single to make it 21 in a row. I'm sorry, I'm shortchanging him a little bit. 21 in a row. What a run Anthony Volpe has been on. 21 games, 26 game on base streak, has hit 333 since his hitting streak started. This is a brand new Anthony Volpe, and there's going to be a lot of people that are talking about how the power numbers are going down. He's not hitting the ball into gaps. Should we be scared about a drop off? I would much rather this Anthony Volpe that is not looking to get base hits into the gaps, that's not looking to drive the ball. I'd rather this Anthony Volpe that's looking to make contact and just poke the ball into the outfield, because we got some serious power behind him. We need that table setter, which is why I thought before the season that a rise could be on the table, because he's a table setter. Not everyone in the team has to have the perfect baseball savant page, barrel percentage, power percentages, all in the red. Sometimes you need that guy who's just able to get on base, who's able to make the pitcher work. That's exactly what Anthony Volpe has done in this stretch. What a performance over the last 20 or so games for Anthony Volpe. Anyways, back to game one. The Yankees are up 3-2 in this game. Luke Weaver is in, and a lot of this is not Luke Weaver's fault. He gives up a walk, and then immediately there's an error by Anthony Rizzo. This is a ball that should be made by Anthony Rizzo. There was no reason for the scorers to go back after the game and turn that into a hit. That was solely on Anthony Rizzo. But because of that, they take out Luke Weaver. They bring in Clay Holmes against Taylor Ward. Now, Ward is one of the better power hitters for the Angels, especially without Mike Trout there. Clay Holmes comes in. He doesn't locate a sinker well enough, hits it into left field. That scores 2. That makes it a 4-3 game. The Yankees are not able to mount a comeback in the bottom half. The Yankees lose in stunning fashion against the Los Angeles Angels in game 1. In game 2, like I said, Anthony Volpe starts it off, didn't waste any time. Then we had some controversy. Bases loaded, no outs. You had Volpe on third, you had Soto on second, you had Judge on first, and you had Giancarlo Stanton coming to the plate. Giancarlo Stanton, after this pitcher gave up back-to-back walks, almost inexplicably swings first pitch, hits an infield fly. Now the umps call an infield fly, meaning the ball should be dead. And we saw this play with the Baltimore and Chicago White Sox series. And it's the same bullshit that I thought last time. Where is Juan Soto supposed to go? He tries to get back to the bag, and Juan Soto even consciously tries to go around the shortstop, and the shortstop misplayed it and went into Soto. How is that against Juan Soto? This rule has to be looked at, because the White Sox manager said it. You know, we haven't seen this much at all, but now that we've seen it, you're gonna see it all over, because teams want to find an advantage in a game. To me, it almost looked like the shortstop was looking for that call, and he got it. Aaron Boone was pissed. Juan Soto was pissed. Everyone in Yankees universe was pissed. This was a massive opportunity for the Yankees to break this game open immediately, and it was cut short because of a bullshit rule that was made because of a bullshit play by a player who misplayed the ball. Juan Soto's just trying to get back to the bag. This shortstop should have been under the ball. We're now punishing the base runners because these fielders low-key suck. That's the bottom line. Anyways, enough of that. Later on, 4th inning, Verdugo gets it back, takes all his frustrations out on that baseball, hits a bomb to right field. He scores a run. And then later on in this game, Anthony Volpe comes up again, hits a liner to right field. And this time he gets on his horse. He is chugging down that baseline. He is gassed out going to second, tries to round, gets to third. The throw comes in. It goes past Guillorme into the dugout. Anthony Volpe gets a triple and a little league home run, which ended up being the difference in this game. Yankees hold on this time to win this game 2-1. Like I said, early on in this series, offense was not at a premium, or offense was at a premium because there was not much of it until earlier today's game. Yankees coming into this game looking to win another series in May, cap off what has been a spectacular month. And it doesn't start off that great, as Carlos Rodon, who is on the mound, obviously had to give up one of his cocky fastball home runs, which is exactly what what this was. Fastball, upper inside of the plate. Logan O'Hoppe gets to it, hits a shot into left field, makes it 1-0. But then in the fourth inning, Aaron Judge answers the call after a Juan Soto walk. He hits a ball into left field that was basically just as deep. 2-1 New York. The Yankees did not turn back from there, getting 2 walks to bring in runs. That makes it 4-1. Then Juan Soto gets a 3 RBI triple, clearing the bases, making it 7-1. Bullpen had a little bit of trouble along with Carlos Rodon. Carlos Rodon screwing up the 15-game, 5 innings without giving up more than 2 runs streak that the Yankee starting pitching had, as he gave up 3 runs over 7 innings. Overall, didn't matter much. Yankees win this game once again, win another series. They win this one 8-3. What a month that we have had, and it really does suck that this is all capped off with an injury, because this team has an opportunity to be a very special team. Right now we're looking at a team that is 20 games over 500, 39-19, when we were projected by Baseball Reference to win less than 80 games this year. We are basically at half the total Baseball Reference thought we'd win for the entire year. This has been a historic year. We are number 1 in offense. We are number 1 in defense. We are number 1 as a pitching staff. And it's not even close with the starting pitching staff. Hopefully Cody Morris can step in and actually fill in those shoes Clarke Schmidt had, because although I do rip on him a little bit because of his lack of ability to go far, or at least his prior lack of ability to go far into games, he has impressed me, Clarke Schmidt. And it will be tough to replace a guy like Clarke Schmidt as that 4 pitcher. You can't really ask the Yankees to get more than what they've gotten out of their unsung heroes. The guys like Clarke Schmidt, Luis Heel. You can't really ask another guy to say, hey, we need you to do exactly what they're doing. One of these guys that they bring in is not going to be up for the task. You'd hope Cody Morris is not that guy. You never really know. So this is devastating news for the New York Yankees. Hopefully we can continue to stay hot despite this injury. We go to San Francisco right after this to cap off this 10-day, 9-game West Coast trip. We come back home after that against Minnesota, and then the big series against LA. I know most of you guys did not watch my last video, probably my worst performing video on this channel, maybe ever. I'm going to start streaming because of the recent crackdowns Major League Baseball have given to recap YouTubers. So stay on the lookout for that. I'm going to hopefully start before the Los Angeles Dodgers series, but I definitely want to have it up for that series. Hopefully I see you guys there. The link will be in the description. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below. If you're new here, hit that sub button. I'm out of here. Take care and peace.